Hi, guys. There's nobody in my chat right now because I just decided to go at the last minute live before I go to bed. I've had an extremely long day. Very long. I'm tired. When I hit that bed, I swear I'm going to go straight to sleep. And I've been so tired lately that I've been going to sleep for like 10 hours straight. I just wanted to hop on here really quick and share a couple things with you. Um, so I'm going to be opening a Patreon account. And my Patreon account is going to be life behind the scenes. Very similar to Sherelle's Way. Do you guys remember Sherelle's Way when we just got down and dirty? Sherelle's Way was a hot ass mess, but it was truthful. It was what my daily day is like. So I'm gonna do that on my Patreon account. And I usually don't have members only or charge any money for everything. But somebody explained to me like if you charge people for a certain amount of content, then you won't have any trolls. These are your true fans that want to know what's going on. So I'm going to be talking about what goes on behind the scenes. I'm going to be talking about ways to start YouTube channels and just the way things work in the entertainment business. So it's going to be very much like I'm getting ready to do right now. I'm getting ready to talk to you about how my last 3 days have been excruciating. Okay. So with this Larry Reid case. Now, you guys know I'm known for Housewives. I've been doing Housewives for years. And then one day it just wasn't satisfying anymore. It just wasn't. I mean, yeah, we laugh and we have a good time. But I don't know. I just woke up one day and I was over it. I know. I never expected that. I thought I would love the Housewives till the day I died, but I just got tired of it. I think and Love After Lockup, I got tired of that. 90 Day Fiance, I got tired of that. And I thought about it like, why am I so tired of these shows? I think I made the crucial mistake of befriending cast members. I really think that's what did it for me. That's what ruined it. Because if you start befriending these people, they want so much from you. And then you review your shows where you don't hurt their feelings and da 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 da. Because remember, if you're a true Blue Sherelle's fan, when I first came on, I didn't give a damn about anybody's feelings. It was about the joke. It was about how I felt. It was really uncensored. It was uncensored. I think that's what made my channel different from everybody else. It was uncensored. I said what I had to say. My personality was my true personality, which is behind closed doors. I drag people. I'm a really silly person. And so when I first started YouTube, that's what it was. How I felt, if I wanted to drag, I would drag because that's my basic personality. I'm telling you guys, I've been married 31 years. It's not like me and Perry always have good times. We do argue like everyone else, but majority of the time, Perry's just a funny person. And I'm naturally funny, and my kids are funny. And so we have long drag out sessions at my house where we just make each other laugh. So when I start befriending cast members, I couldn't do that anymore. They really would get mad. It's something simple. I can make fun of somebody's hair, and then I get a phone call. Why did you do me like that? Like, oh my gosh, shut up. Shut up. So it got so bad to where I was like, I didn't want to do Housewives out of it anymore, and I didn't want to interview anymore because it was like I realized these people, which is not bad. You you befriend a blogger because you want a blogger to tell your story your way. but I just couldn't do it anymore. So I went through a period where I just hated my job. So you guys know, and this is the honest to God truth. It's just the way it is. Like I grew up, when I grew up, my father took care of me. I really didn't want for anything financially. He just took care of me and my sister. I have a sister. And I right when I left that house, I would say when I moved out at 17. I graduated early because my birthday's in September. Graduated early. Everybody else was 18. I was 17. I moved out, and I would say 2 months later, I met Perry, and he took care of everything financially. I have not worked. If I worked, I would volunteer at like a senior citizen retirement home or feeding home. I would just volunteer just to get out the house. So I never really worried. Hold on, I'm getting a text. Oh wow. I'm not trying to keep anybody up. I'm coming on here for a reason. So let me speed it up. Child, you see, I have great people that work for me. They are very loyal. Um, what was I talking about? I never worked my whole life. Like not work where I had to take care of the bills and stuff like that. I forgot why I was telling you guys this. Because I'm really tired. But anyway, when I did start doing YouTube, it was really fun because I was a housewife and you can only go shopping so many times. You can only, like, you just want to do something different because now my kids are raised. Because at first I was raising them. And now they're grown. And now what do I do? Okay, let's try YouTube. And I got the idea from my son. You guys heard the story a million times, but it just got, I didn't like it anymore. But when I started doing stories where I had to get off my ass and investigate, I found it more rewarding. So I my channel totally changed. You guys forgive me if you were here for Housewives. I still do Housewives, but I pick one show at a time and that's it. I just got bored of it. Just in the political games behind the scenes, you said this, please say this. It was just tiring. But when I started doing stories where I had to get off my ass and investigate, it started becoming more rewarding. So I started doing little shows, little investigating stories about this, about that. And my next thing I do, and it wasn't on purpose, I just woke up and my channel was different. Like, why the hell aren't you talking about housewives anymore? I started talking about anything but housewives. So I found it really rewarding to have to investigate. I'm gonna start a whole new channel about my investigations. And one of those stories was the Larry Reid story. Okay, so Larry Reid is a blogger. Larry Reid has a TV show. Larry Reid is uh, rich. I'm just saying it how it is. And he also um, does stories about church. Now, I don't go to church. Okay. Not to knock anything. Everybody's lifestyle is different. I'm not in the church. I don't know. I don't like it. I can't believe I'm saying this publicly. Yeah, I'm giving you an example of what my Patreon's going to be like. I don't like church. It's not that I'm an atheist. I believe in God. I just First of all, it's on a Sunday. I want to sleep in. This is bad. This is bad, okay? This is bad, but and then I don't know what I don't like about it. I just don't like church. And so there was no way in hell I was going to even find Larry Reid's channel because I'm not religious. Point blank, period. Doesn't mean I'm an atheist. I believe in God, but I can't spend all day at church. I'm going to hell for saying this, but it's the God's honest truth. I just don't like it, and My best friend, who I love dearly, we've been best friends. You guys, I brought on her show before, on my show before. Her name is Dawn. At a certain period in her life, she got really, really religious. I was like, Dawn, she went to go to church all the time. I still love her. She's still my best friend. I still will tell her anything. I will give her anything. I will do anything for her, because I would say once you're friends with somebody past maybe 15 years, it's worth that's a valuable relationship in your life. And I love her like a sister. I just didn't go to church with her. I did I just didn't go to church with her. I'm going to hell. But she knows how I feel about church. But anyway, so I never would have ran into Larry Reid. Point blank, period. How I ran into Larry Reid, I was doing a story on what is his name? Bishop Lamar Whitehead, that damn crook. Okay. I can't stand him. And it was a story about somebody robbing his church. It just didn't make sense to me. He gave me the heebie jeebies. Like, so he didn't like Larry Reid. So that's how I start following this story. Now, when I first heard of this new Tasha K series of him, she called it, what did she call it? Pastors, Prophet, or Pedos. So first, no, let me back up. I seen the Bishop Whitehead stories on Larry Reid. And for me, it was like he was upset because Larry Reid didn't believe the robbery. It's more to the story. Since I've spoken to Larry Reid, there's more to the story. But that's what I thought at first. And he came on and he was anything but a bishop. This was my first feelings towards him. He was crooked, he was street, he was grimy. He came on in a series of Instagram stories in which he trashed the hell out of Larry Reid. Now, I don't go to church much, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that a pastor should be a loving, forgiving. He actually said on one of the videos that this is my chance to get back at Larry Reid. And if anybody has any dirt on Larry Reid, call me. I was like, what kind of pastor says shit like that? So I'm going to cuss because that's what I do in my regular life. I'm giving you an example of what my Patreon is going to be like. So I did a video in which I dragged Lamar Whitehead, Bishop Lamar Whitehead, because I just didn't feel what kind of pastor does like things like this. He kept calling Larry Reid gay as if gay was a sin. He kept saying, he accused him of a lot of stuff. I'm going to go into this when I interview Larry Reid. But my first reaction was, ew, what kind of pastor acts like this? And for some reason, when he made the statement, I'm 10 toes down for getting for exposing Larry Reid. The way he said 10 toes down, I don't know. I can't explain it. I'm just telling my reaction. It was like a dirty, grimy feeling. I did not like this man on sight. The minute I looked at him, I said, con artist. That's before I did the investigation. I thought con artist. Something about my pastor. Okay, so I did have a church that my family went to back when I lived in Michigan. My grandfather was actually very church oriented. So, when I was forced to go to church, I did. I didn't like it. Sorry, Grandpa. I didn't like it. It was just like, oh God. My grandfather was the type of person who went to church 3 to 4 times a week. 3 to 4 hours. Like, I just didn't like church. I'm not a sinner. I might be a sinner. I don't know. I just didn't like church. It's just I don't like church. But it doesn't mean I don't agree with church values. Like, I believe you treat people the way you want to be treated, and this and this and that. And Larry, no, I keep calling him Larry. It's Lamar. Lamar Whitehead was anything but a bishop. He was so You guys know I'm from Detroit originally, and you know, I have a good side of my family, and then I have the Joe-birds. So I know I can spot a con artist a mile away. I just didn't like Bishop Whitehead for whatever my reasons were. I didn't like him. So so I did those. That's when I was introduced to him. I did those videos and I went off. I was like dragging the hell out of him. Like exposed Larry Reid for having AIDS, and he was just horrible. Like AIDS is something serious. You just don't get on a damn Instagram account and says this person has AIDS. So I didn't like him. Okay, fine. I did videos about him. So a couple months later, all of a sudden, Tasha K does this series called Pastors, Prophet, and Pedo. And she's exposing Larry Reid for being a man that touches, and you guys know what I mean by touches, it's the M word, underage boys. And my first thought, and I'm just being real with you, was like, huh? So I had just been talking to Jaguar Wright about her experience with Tasha K. And she said, and I didn't know this because when I met Jaguar, right, I wasn't following her story. But we got very personal, and she was talking one day. This is not on camera. We're just talking as friends on the phone. That Tasha K hired some person to say that she emmed them. And she's very sincere about it, very sincere. And she said that the person ended up calling her and saying, Tasha K hired me to say that you emmed me, touched me when I was younger. And I guess it went down on Storm and Rose channel. I never seen it. But I know Jag said this girl was lying on me. She said it. And at the time, I just, stored it in the back of my head. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then I end up talking to Jag's kid, who said, Tasha tricked me into an interview to make it seem like I was against my mom. Okay, so I'm just storing this information. And I'm not interviewing Jag at the time. We're just talking about life. So when I seen that she was doing this new series, instantly I thought, oh my God, it took me back to Cardi B. Okay, so she says that Cardi B has herpes. She said Pastor Larry Whitehead has AIDS or HIV. I think she said AIDS. I remember she interviewed Star Marie to come in to vouch that Cardi B was a bad person. She put out all these accusations. Reminds me of her interviewing Levantre, putting out all these accusations. Okay. Then I remember Tasha K came to her, sent her a cease and desist and said, Cardi B came to her, sent her a cease and desist and said, please stop spreading these lies about me. And she said, I'm going to wipe my ass with the cease and desist. Larry Reid goes to her and says, stop lying on me. And she said, take me to court. I don't care. So I'm automatically comparing past people who says this girl has a pattern of doing these things. So when I heard about the new series called Pastors, Prophet, or Pedo, and I saw that guy explaining to all of these things that Larry Reid did to him, I wasn't like most people. Most people said, "Oh my God, it's a child. He's a pedophile, and we need him off the network." And that people grabbed onto that and ran with it. They said, "Off with his head. Larry Reid is horrible." But my reaction wasn't like that. I'm like, again. Also, don't forget, she said that Dennis McKinley had sex with animals. And I remember I was trying to get him on my show, and I was like, somebody's saying this, and he's like, those are bold-faced lies. So I have this story, these stories riding in my head of how people have said, gosh, Tasha K has wronged them. Okay. So when I hear about the Larry Reid story, my first reaction was, I need to investigate this. And it came on my show. I'm thirsty. I don't have any water. So I came on my show and said, I'm not going to judge Larry Reid. And you would have thought I said the worst thing ever. People start cussing me out. People stop saying that I support pedophiles and that my blood is on their hands. Perry, what are you doing here? Why are you here, Perry? Roy, what are you guys doing here? You guys were busy. Hi, Roy. That's Perry's best friend of 30 plus years. I've known Roy since I was a teenager, and these guys have been bosom buddies. Perry, if you want me to drop the link, drop the link. I just came on really quickly to talk about my new Patreon and stuff I'm going to talk about in my upcoming interview with Larry Reid, which I'm very excited for. So when I hear her saying these things about Larry Reid, my first reaction was not to jump on board and start calling him a pedophile and start, degrading him. My first thought was, let's investigate this. This is too close to the Cardi B story. And I will admit, a part of me said, okay, I'll drop it, Perry. Here I come. Perry just told me to drop the link. Oh, I'm going to have to drop it the old-fashioned way. I didn't even do the other screen because I was just going to jump on here for a couple minutes. My first reaction was to investigate this because this reminded me very much of the Cardi B situation. Here's my husband. I love my husband. Hi, babe.
What's up? What's up? What's up? No. We ain't just got
Oh, his best friend. Hi, Roy.
Hey, what's up, Roy?
Hello, baby. How you doing?
No. I just got off my show. That people were saying Sherelle's live. I'm like, what?
I'm sorry, Perry. I knew you were in there. I didn't know if you were talking personally.
Roy got an echo. Roy,
somebody has their tabs
Roy,
open.
Roy.
I killed it.
Okay,
good. Thank you.
No. But no, I mean, we was live. We was just going through, just talking about relationships and shit, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they said Sherelle's live. They was like, well, I got to go. Motherfucker, I got to go too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No. Because my channel don't pay me shit. So I'm like, I got to go.
I'm sorry. I know your channel's good, y'all. I watched it a little bit today.
And then I seen when you was talking about the Patreon shit or whatever, right? Uh-huh. And this is what I'm saying for people. We're not sure how to go about doing it or whatever.
I'm sure, Perry. I'm going to do like Sherelle's way. I'm going to just talk about stuff that's really going on in my life.
Right.
We're
it's like something
Roy on.
like behind the scenes, or just almost like, because not everybody's going to go over, right? And I get it. You know what I'm saying? But we can do what we do. And then they can come over and be like almost like a meet and greet, because a lot of people come to your chat that don't get a chance to respond.
Well, I have an idea.
Go ahead.
Should we bring Roy on? We gotta bring.
I think you ought to do that, because I'm a good Southern Baptist Christian, and I can really relate to the guy. I can have a conversation with him. He may understand.
Oh no,
you guys don't know. Roy has been Perry's best friend since before I met him. So I met Perry at 17. We didn't call him Perry then. We called him by his real damn name.
Yeah. Okay.
He didn't call you Sherelle either.
They didn't call me Sherelle. They called me Trina. That's my real name. I don't know. When I started a channel, I thought I just wanted to go by Sherelle, but my mom and them called me Sherelle. But we should bring Roy on because he's a hot ass mess, and he has no censor.
No. I mean, really, he don't. But he's not for your show.
I don't care what you said. I'm bringing on Roy.
No. He is not for your show, honey.
No. Y'all don't want me to talk Christian. on the other show. This is the
No,
perfect
I want you.
opportunity.
I want you on my show because Roy is a hot
Perfect
ass.
opportunity to talk Christian.
I say the first 2 years of my marriage, I could not stand Roy.
And that's a fact. That's a fact.
It's true. And Perry went to war. And I don't know why Roy moved in with me, but he came like my big brother. Do you remember I would always run my mouth and you'd have to protect me? Do you remember that, Roy?
I think I had to protect a lot of people.
Roy, do you remember there was this guy named Theo? Do you remember this? And he was
Theo.
talking. Yes, he was talking trash about me, and Perry was gone, and I ran to you and said, "This guy is talking trash to me," and you had to go confront him. Do you remember this? In
You know what? I was an idiot. I confronted a lot of people. I was a real idiot.
No, you were a hothead. You was a hothead. Remember when we were driving the car one day, you Roy, you know, should I say this? And somebody cut you off and you got mad?
Oh, you can tell them I ain't like that no more.
Oh shit!
I ain't like that no more.
I just heard you. No, I just heard you the other day, bro. No,
but I ain't jump out. I didn't jump out the car.
Matter of fact, bro, it was the day.
That was the day, yeah.
Before the show.
Yeah, I was a little bit
What
mad.
you doing, goddamn it? What you doing? Now you gonna pull me over. All this crazy shit. I'm like, damn, man.
Hey.
Stop the road rage.
Roy, okay, first of all, Roy used to drive 100 miles per hour. I never wanted to drive with you. Remember your little black Ford Escort?
Yeah, my booming ride.
Why did you drive so fast? And
something wrong with them.
You used to get in car accidents, right?
Well,
that was Adrian and Perry.
No, Roy was a hothead when we were young, and somebody cut him off, and he went into a rage and pulled over and argued with this man. It was a hot ass mess. I'm sitting in the car. Help me!
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Something wrong with him.
Something wrong with him. But we love Roy.
Now, I ain't been in a fight in a long time and don't want to get in a fight.
Because we old now. We old now.
My next fight, I'm going to lose. I already know it. So I'm not going to get in it.
You can't.
I mean, look, my
ex-wife beat me last year. You old. You old now.
No, I can't. I'm broke up.
Oh wow, I can't.
I can't fight no more. Can't fight no more.
Yeah, we can't fight no more. Man. But back in the day,
I'm the first person to speak spiritually with the pastor, because hey, God done brought me a long way.
Back to Pastor Bishop, the crook. He's a crook. He's a crook. So when he first started saying that, when I heard the Tasha K interview, my first thought was, Tasha K is at it again.
Mm-hmm.
She's been sued already for lying on people. So I started investigating. And I started calling people around, getting bits and pieces, what happened, what's going on. And somebody said, I can get you in touch with the bishop. I was nervous because, he already did Armand and Storm. He did another single interview with Armand by himself. And the Storm thing didn't go right. And I'm not shading Storm. I'm just saying that was a hot ass mess. Storm. But they're friends, so it's hard to interview your friends. Like, I'm going off topic right now when I'm talking to Roy about shit that nobody needs to know about.
Right.
That's what happened with Storm and Armand. But I didn't think he would do it. So this person said I can get you in touch, and so he doesn't know me.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't hear anything. And one day they Roy's trying to defend his hothead days. He's talking about that was in '89.
I ain't finished.
Wait. Yeah. Roy, you was a hothead. You cannot get away from that, okay? You was a hothead. But anyway, back to this interview really quick that I'm going to do on Friday. I end up speaking to Larry Reid. And this man was open to me. He didn't hide anything. He started pulling out paperwork and stuff like this. And so I'm really thankful that he's going to do this interview on Friday because
Right.
his attorneys told him not to interview with me. They said, don't interview. Enough is said, enough is enough. So, no, it's not going to be on my Patreon. It's going to be, my Patreon is going to be like this when I'm talking about stuff that we're doing and behind the scenes. This is going to be another Sherelle's Way.
Yeah.
I'm going to have Roy on here, lying, talking about he not a hothead anymore. We going to have what my real life, I can't with Roy.
Right. It's more, your Patreon is basically outside of YouTube.
It's outside of YouTube.
The shit we go through.
No, it's not out. It's the stuff that we go through as bloggers. It's your best friend.
Yeah, right.
It's things you did back in the day that Roy can't get away from.
It's more personal though.
It's very personal.
They all behind me. I done got away from it. I done run off from them, and they will not catch back up.
Roy, would you admit this, that you was a hothead when you were younger? Just say it.
I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. What I was.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, you had hair back
I was
then.
a child of God being tempted by Satan.
Both of y'all had what?
You had hair.
I was a child of God being tempted by Satan.
Perry said you had hair back in the day. So did he.
Yeah, we both did.
But mine wasn't like yours though.
No, yours was a hot mess. Perry, don't fake it like you so much. Remember, you wanted that Bobby Brown Gumby, and it was.
Hey, I got a picture of that.
Mine was low.
You got to bring pictures on my Patreon. You got.
His was high. I remember one time, me and Roy went to Ruben's,
the nightclub.
Remember, Bobby? And they was having like a like a lip sync or whatever this bullshit is, where you go and dance and you perform, but you ain't really singing. Me and him went on as Bobby Brown and Ralph Transband. And we warned the motherfucker.
You're lying. You're lying.
I brought you the money. Remember, I was like, shit, we can buy Pampers now.
I mean, people think that's a joke, but I don't know what it was. I'll tell y'all, there was Satan. I can't dance a lick now. But I darn near won every dance contest I got into.
Yeah, he did.
Except for the one that was here in my own city. I came in third place, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, no, Roy, on my Patreon, we're going to pull old pictures of Roy and Marvin, because that's what we call him. His ass ain't no damn Perry. We're going to pull all pictures.
I'm fucking, all right, look, I'm Perry, damn it.
No, you're Marvin. What the hell? When he first came on my show, I was like,
I'm moving forward.
I've told the story so many times. Y'all are taking me off what I need to talk about. I've told the story so many times. When I first went live, I didn't have anybody in my audience. Perry called in under the name Perry. And I was like, he stole his friend's name. His friend here in Vegas. He stole his name. And I'm like, Perry? And people start calling him Perry Sanders. But his name is William. People in California call him William because when he moved from North Carolina, he didn't want to be a William anymore. But we call him Marvin if you've known him since day one, right? Yeah. Right, Marv?
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Trina.
Can I bring some of those pictures?
What?
Can I bring some pictures to the show?
You got to bring pictures when you had hair and he had hair and both of y'all was skinny. Y'all was about 100 pounds. You remember that?
No, I was 160.
Hey, Roy, when I met Sherelle, she was like 94, maybe 93 pounds.
She wasn't 100 pounds.
93 pounds. I could just grab her ass. Woo!
Perry used to pick me up and throw me. We're not gonna talk about weight. Y'all want to talk about weight?
No.
And y'all are disrupting what I came on to talk about. Let's talk about.
It's you going down memory lane. Let's
talk about this Larry
interview. Yeah.
Perry, you was on the pre-interview. You talked to him with me. We went over some. Was he secretive or was he open?
He was open.
He's
and
very
what I'm
open.
saying this: don't miss this interview on Friday. This shit is not like most of them. Part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll say it all.
Well, you are messy. You are messy.
No,
they don't know you're being messy, but I know you're being messy.
No, I'm only saying we'll say it all. If he had to come back for another one, That's what the fuck we do.
Well, since Roy is a born again Christian and we're talking about Bishop Whitehead, should we bring him on to talk to the bishop?
No, no.
No. Y'all need to let me. I'm gonna get my white
No,
collar.
no. Roy is not YouTube friendly.
Yes, he is. No, he is. And I'm bringing
Try to make
him
no
on.
money that day now.
Sherelle, you don't understand
Don't
what
try
I'm
to
saying.
make no money that day.
No. Roy is not YouTube. He is not YouTube friendly.
No, I'm making
He
it.
don't know. He don't know the
Period.
language you can say and what you can't say.
I need to bring Roy on. So, Roy,
You do.
tell the
Well,
people
You do.
how.
I know. Don't say nothing about them people. Don't say nothing about them people. Don't call them people out of their name and leave them people there alone. Don't bother them people. Don't talk about them people. And definitely don't say nothing about them people down there. I got it.
He's starting to learn. But
Roy,
he ain't there yet.
can you tell the people this? So you were Perry's best friend. I could not stand you. Would you agree?
Yeah, you hated me at first. And I tell everybody, I even told Perry this when y'all was living in
I
Virginia.
think he hated you too.
I'm the biggest fan that I didn't destroy y'all. I really am.
Roy hated me. I hated Roy. Perry goes to war. He goes to war.
Yeah.
And he sends Roy to live with me. I don't know what this is about. I can't stand this man.
You needed protection.
But you were, no, that's not a joke. He really protected me, Perry, when you were gone, because
I get it.
I was always running my mouth. I was feisty. Wasn't I feisty? I was always running my mouth, and someone always wanted to beat me up.
And I always wanted to beat somebody up. It just was something I did. I liked it. You know, it was good when you was winning. Right now, I'll probably cry.
We were all different. When you're younger, you got a lot of I don't know, Gus. No fear. You have no fear when you're younger, but when you're older, you realize all of that ain't necessary. And so that's where we are today. Let me talk about this interview really quick before we start talking about old times, because we can talk about a lot of old times. Because for the first 10 years, me and Roy argued every day. Okay,
every day,
not every day, every other day.
He still owe me money back.
Perry, remember you almost beat up somebody for $3? Let me talk about pastor. Stop. Y'all are ruining this. Okay,
go ahead.
So I spoke to the pastor. He told me I can ask him. I'm talking about not Bishop. I talked to Larry Whitehead. Larry Reid. Child, I'm tired.
You tired.
I'm supposed to be in the bed. I spoke to Larry Reid. Perry was on the phone. Conscious was on the phone. Larry was on the phone. And he has a story to tell. And I want to get the story out here because I see a lot of similarities. And I don't have nothing against Tasha K. I really don't. But this is too similar. And my first thought was Tasha K is not stupid enough to lie on another celebrity. She just lost a $3 million lawsuit.
Yeah, but you get to make up the money though.
Well, according to him, she's doing it again. And I didn't want to come on here and just talk a lot of fluff. I asked him to produce receipts. So for everything that he said, I asked him, did he have a receipt for it? So I'm not just going to come in here and talk. He said, she said. Now we're going to put things down on the line. And you guys take it from there. I'm not going to even go into before we interview my thoughts. I'm not going to do that. Afterwards, I might do it after show about what I thought, what I feel. But I just feel that before going into the interview, the reason I did the interview, it was very similar to Jaguar. It was very similar to Cardi B, which she lost that lawsuit. And it's very similar now to Larry Reid. I don't know Tasha K. I don't want to know Tasha K. I don't want to know Tasha K because I have a tendency when I meet people, and I feel that they're nice or good, I'm either going to hate you for forever or I'm going to favor you.
Right.
And so, all I'm telling you is I had a 3-hour conversation with Larry Reid. He's going to come on the show and we're going to go through everything. And it's very similar to, And I want you guys to know I'm not down for anybody putting their hands on children, touching them in unappropriate ways, being a pedo. I don't support pedos. And I know, and what I think happened is a lot of people hear that pastors, bishops, priests do bad things to children. And so that's their automatic thought.
Right.
But I want you guys to judge this case on an individual basis. I'm not talking about other preachers. I'm not talking about other priests. I'm talking about this one specific pastor, and his name is Larry Reid.
Right.
And so that's what the interview is going to be about. And I'm glad that he did the interview. And we're going to put the facts out there and then let the chips fall where they may. Because some people, I happen to be good friends with a person that has experienced being touched in inappropriate ways. And this person is scarred.
I get it.
These people are scarred. And it's hard for them to be open-minded because they think of their experience.
Right now, I get it.
About their experience, talking about this case with these 3 people.
Right.
So I hope you guys are open to the interview.
But sure, I say this though. We all were slaves when we was brought to America.
What?
No, I'm just saying.
What's wrong with your friend?
Being black, we was all slaves. But at a certain point,
I'm Native American. I beg your pardon. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that we had experiences that, but you can't claim everything going forward is based off that, right? Like, what I'm basically saying is this: like, I understand what on both sides because we don't know the truth, but to get to the truth, you have to have facts. And when one side showing no facts, the other side showing some, and really, when you're the defendant, you don't have to show a damn thing. It's up to the prosecution. And we don't went to part 1, part 2, not a goddamn thing shown. Why is it taking so long? And if you was
I'm also gonna say that he brings the receipts. He brings the receipts this time. And I don't think I like Armand. Armand is very talented. I like Storm. I think that Larry Reid is their friend. And when you talk to like we're talking to Roy, I have a tendency to get off track. Like I'm talking to Roy, we just talking about old times and stuff like that. So that's what I think that interview went wrong. But
it go wrong on my show every week with Roy.
And I do not support pedophiles. Anybody that takes advantage of children needs to be under the bridge. And I've said this over and over again, but when sometimes people, when they make a decision quickly, they stick on that. Oh, he touched children. He's guilty. And they will ride that out. So I think it's a good thing that he's suing Tasha K. I think he needs to add a couple bloggers in there. And I'm not going against bloggers, but if you start reporting shit like it's fact and it's not, then you need to pay the price because this man's reputation.
Right. And they know it.
They know it too. Yeah. And so I just want to present the facts, and I'm very thankful that he is open with me, and he said I can ask any questions I want. And I did that. I start following. I haven't been on a lot lately. I don't know if you guys noticed. I've been working on this case and digging into it and finding facts and finding things. And so I just hope that, and he's going to take her to court, and that's where he needs to take her. Because if you are stupid enough to do this again, Tasha K, to another celebrity, then you need to pay the price. Hello? I don't understand it. It makes no damn sense to me. You know, she said that Dennis McKinley, and I need to bring Dennis on, had sex with animals, and people believed it. They believed it.
Dennis fucking dogs. Who
has sex with animals? It's
just women that do.
What?
Well, not this one.
Roy. See, that's what I'm saying. That's my point with him. And I get it. Some people do. It is a thing. It is a
It
thing.
is a thing
But
It is.
when
for
you
sick people.
okay, but if you gonna say it, show me a picture.
Y'all want to
Show
show
me.
y'all a picture too?
No, 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 no,
You
no,
want a
no, no,
video?
no, 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 no. I'm saying if you accuse a person for some
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
show me some evidence
Mm-hmm.
on that fact.
Not only did people
everybody
believe her, she got a spot, a little segment on the Real Housewives of Atlanta for saying that Dennis had sex with animals.
Right.
Can you imagine being Dennis? How would that feel if somebody said, "I see Perry having sex with a cow"? What?
Oh hell no.
Oh, hell no.
Perry, it's too late for this.
Okay, I know. I'm just
But anyway,
saying.
so I came to tell you that I will be interviewing Larry on Friday. We had a 3-hour conversation, and I think you guys need to hear it. Now, some people,
for real though, because this shit is heating up.
yeah,
And I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm saying like at a certain point, I understand both sides. Me and Sherelle both do.
yeah.
But
I don't want.
and see the whole thing is people think, oh, you ain't looking for justice. I'm looking for justice. We all should be looking for justice, but don't be biased, right? Get the scoop. Don't just be biased because one of your favorite bloggers says, I need you to do this. Open your mind up. Have some common sense.
Common sense. I'm
And let's
asking.
move the fuck forward, right? Let's stop all the bullshit, right?
But even with that, what I like is that common sense, no common sense, is that he wants to take it into a court of law. He wants to take it to the police. I like these things because he's saying he's not hiding from it.
Right.
So everybody, I'm going to do this interview. I've researched, worked on this for a long time. I haven't been on a lot lately. I might do one video here, one video there, but I really wanted my heart is in this because I don't want another person to go through what Cardi B went through. Girl, you should have learned your lesson by now. So let's just listen to the facts and hear Larry. And imagine this. Imagine you're the person being lied on. And up until the end with Cardi B, she acted like she was telling the truth all the way till she got on the stand and had to admit it was a damn lie. You put Cardi B, and I'm reaching out to Cardi B. I will be reaching out to Cardi B. I suggest that Larry talks to Cardi B, somebody who's been through it. But anyway, all of that'll be later. But I'm glad to get this interview. And some people, no matter what, is going to be Team Tasha K, no matter what. But a lot of people are reasonable, huh?
Oh, somebody asked, was you gonna show the whole interview on Friday? Yeah, like
Yeah,
we ain't playing no games here.
it's
right?
live. The interview's live.
Yeah, it's live. We're not playing no games.
What
We
is
just
Roy doing? Is that
We ain't
Roy
got
playing
time to
something?
go through.
That
1
ain't
through
me.
12.
I ain't doing nothing.
Perry, who is that?
What?
Who's
Where?
playing that?
I don't hear nothing.
You don't hear anything.
Me neither.
Y'all don't hear level 3?
Level 3.
No, I really truly don't.
I hear something now.
I hear something now. Something just.
What is
popped up.
that?
Sherelle,
What is that?
look, I have no idea.
Roy, do you have any tabs open?
No. Because when it said it, my shit was glowing. And I know damn well I only got one browser open.
Somebody's playing something.
Yeah,
It sounds like Jaguar.
level 3.
Do you hear
I heard-
something?
I heard someone say level 3. I don't know what the fuck it
That's
was.
Jaguar, right?
Yeah, no. I hear you, but I don't know. I know damn well I'm not playing her.
I'm not playing anything
I
either.
put myself on mute.
Everybody
Y'all
close
put me.
all your tabs.
Sherelle,
Close all
I
your tabs.
just got StreamYard open. That's it. Nothing else. I don't know where this shit coming from.
That's really weird. I don't know what happened. I don't
And
have
that's
any
some
tabs
crazy-
open.
That's some crazy shit too.
That was Jaguar, right? I know Jags.
I
right.
know. I'm just having some crazy shit, but I don't want to get into it right now.
Anyway, so that's what we're gonna do, and then we're opening a Patreon, which is like Sherelle's way. We're just gonna, and Roy's gonna be there. I'm making sure Roy's there, and we're gonna just talk about our life behind the scenes. I'm also gonna give tips on
Can I
people.
cook too?
Cha,
Can I show them how I get down on that motherfucker?
no,
No. What I'm
no.
saying is, like, people. No. We need to ask people what do they want from our Patreon. You know, like
Harry, no one likes your food.
obviously, the group gonna be smaller, but people can chance to chat and talk.
Marv. Nobody
Okay,
likes
all
your
right.
food.
Okay,
Okay,
all right. Yeah, well,
nobody.
yeah.
Right, Roy. We he's been
Okay,
barbecuing this.
well, don't get me wrong now, because I do my research too, and I come back and show it to you.
We're going to talk about y'all trip to North Carolina. We're going to talk about what goes on behind the scenes,
Right.
and also tell people how hard it is to get information. You have to talk to this person, this person, this person, this person. It's a job, but I'm at this point finding it very fulfilling.
Mhm.
Better than me just coming on talk about housewives. I
Well,
like
yeah,
the research. You too,
it's
Perry?
it's almost like, I mean, with the Patreon shit like that, I think it would be more relaxed thing. Whether we got something to talk about, we don't. We just hang out. We just let you know what we do behind the scenes, right? It's almost like a small meet and greet,
I guess, yeah.
virtually. You know what I'm saying? You know, because ain't
So
nobody
when
else
are we
can
going to
see
set
it.
that up, Perry?
Let's get some more info what they want, and then we'll set it up probably in a week.
Okay, so we'll be opening our Patreon in about a week, and
'Cause I don't want to
Toria
feel.
called you Marvin.
Yeah, yeah. What I'm saying is that's my name though. I mean, you know what? Because I'm telling my friends. That's why I don't have my friends on. What's up, Marvin? No, motherfucker, you don't
Perry,
fuck
you
up.
have your brother
You
on.
don't fucked up.
I shouldn't have dropped the link. Y'all are a hot mess. Roy, before we sign off, what the one thing you want the people to know about Perry that you know and they don't know? Go ahead. Big Marv. They are messing. What can you talk about? You're 36. How long y'all been friends? 36 years?
Well, since probably 86.
You're on mute, Roy. You're on mute. Roy, you're on mute.
Since 86.
Hell, I've been talking and talking. I said since 1986.
Y'all been friends.
Yeah.
So how long is that?
14,
Yeah,
37 years.
37 years.
How long?
37 years. 37.
37 years.
These people have been friends 37 damn years. That is a long. They've been through kid after kid. They've been through everything. Did y'all? They were in the military together. That's
right.
valuable.
We met in Aberdeen.
Yeah, yeah.
How did you meet? Really quickly, because I'm here to go on.
Well, a guy that was junior than me in high school, he showed up. They was in boot camp together. They both came up there. That's just one crazy dude, but that's how I met him. They came up there together from boot camp. I was up there. I was back in Aberdeen for advanced training, and I met him there, and
That's
we just
crazy.
started hanging out.
Those are the best relationships. 36 years. Damn.
I don't have another friend that long. I'll tell you
And
that.
trust me, you only meet one or two in a lifetime.
Yeah.
When
Roy's
I
a
people
true
mean,
friend.
we had more that was in this group of ours, but they either don't want to talk
Or died because y'all getting old.
I mean, we got one friend, man. I don't know. He got PTSD bad or something, boy.
What's his initial? What's the initial of the friend?
S.
SW.
Yeah.
SWJ.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, he got PTSD.
Do I know
bad,
this
man.
person?
No. Sherelle, you
Okay.
don't. You don't.
Okay.
Yeah, he might have been.
Let's start taking some comments.
Okay.
Larry helped Tasha K set up her Patreon. Oh, for real?
Right. And this is how thankful she is. This is how thankful she is.
Sherelle, you're going to try to reach out to the victim. I have reached out to the victims with an S, all three. And I'm going to save this for the interview.
You see Tori?
Did I see Tori?
Toria says she been married 38 years and she was stationed at Aberdeen in 1980.
No way. Really,
Yeah.
Toria? Wow. Look at all these people. Look, have friends for 51 years. That's going to be Roy and Perry. But I will say this: I
Girl ain't
started
51
out.
years old. What's she talking about? She
started
ain't lying.
out
She ain't 51.
I know.
every time I seen Roy, it was an argument. We argued every time. But I would say maybe 10 years into it, I started to love Roy and understood the.
Well, 10 years into it, I realized I was making mistakes. You love my voice. So.
That's what we're going to talk about on Patreon. We're going to talk about all the women Roy been through.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Shit. I mean, how many parts we got to have for that? 44 parts.
See, you know what?
We got
what? It's
44
funny.
parts.
It's funny hearing you say that because they be on the other show. I don't know. I guess I'm a hard up brother over there or something.
No. Well, yeah, I know.
Victoria said that Tasha K used to be on Larry's show. Listen, I'm not going to say anymore because I'm really Perry, are we glad to do this interview?
No. And this is what I'm gonna say about the interview, right? I think it's a needed interview because with social media, people can weigh shit how they want to weigh it, right? We're looking at it fairly. We just want justice. If Larry Reid is wrong, he's wrong. If he's not, then people always go, how can you claim a victim did this? How can you, well, why are you going at a victim? A victim could be either side. Somebody falsely accused of some shit could be a victim just as well as the victim.
I really compare Larry Reid's story to Cardi B, except there's no children involved. I think when people heard that word, teenagers, underage, they zeroed in and they didn't want to hear anything else.
Yeah.
That's what I think happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see what Tori is saying. We're going to wrap this up. That is when my favorite place became the Class 6 store.
Yeah.
Roy, when are you coming back to Vegas?
I really need to come on out there right quick.
I would say what a good friend Roy has been. Remember when we got a jacuzzi at our very first home?
Man, I drove that thing 2,000 miles.
Roy gave us a free jacuzzi. He paid for everything. Roy has been a good friend. He's bailed us out when we needed money.
And he has. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Now,
that's your boy.
We fussed every goddamn day. But
they running my blood pressure up.
Yeah, I'm saying, but it don't change my
brothers
love.
Running my blood pressure up.
It do not change the love for my brother. It don't. It do not.
Someone said that Larry Reid used that Tasha used Larry Reid. I'm not gonna say how I feel because I don't want to ruin anybody's opinions.
Right.
I'm just gonna show the interview. And Larry Reid, I am thankful that you've done this. I thought he was gonna tell me no.
And this ain't about us trying to sway your side. This about us showing you something that the other side ain't showed you, right? And then you come to your own conclusions. That's it.
All right, y'all. We've been on here an hour talking about Roy and Larry Reid. Roy, he laughing. He got some stories in his head. Save it for the Patreon.
Sin City be killing me. She on here killing me now. See them behind that tree.
Perry has a whole gang over there on his channel. They're a gang, okay, that just go off every week. I don't ever come to that show because y'all too much for me.
It's a different kind of party, honey.
I don't want to say it. Anyway, y'all, we're going to get off of here. Roy, I hope you will join my Patreon, share stories about your boy and stuff that we used to do in the past and how we trying to get into heaven now, people. We are totally different people.
Yeah. We repenting this shit.
And don't forget my Larry Reid interview. That's what I came on to talk about. I didn't know these two was going to join. And then we'll take it from there. But I'm really happy put me on here. I'm really happy that he agreed to do the interview because I thought he was going to give me a no. For every yes, I hear 7 no's. Isn't that how it works?
Right.
And he happened to be one of the yes. We're going to get off here. I can't with these two. These two are a mess. But they've been best friends forever. Yeah, and I love Roy like a brother.
We like having fun.
I love Roy like an adopted brother. Okay.
Yeah, you my little sister. You my little sister to death. You my little sister to death.
Yeah, we've been through some stuff. That's what we'll talk about on our Patreon. The shit we went. So we knew each other in our teenage years, or at least I was, and then our
I
20s.
was a lot older.
Well, but still, you were young, like 23. Through our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. We've been friends for a long time, y'all.
Yeah, for a
We
long
got some
time.
stories. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
else are we gonna talk about on the
We
Patreon.
grew old together.
We're gonna talk about the time Perry was locked up. This is gonna be a lot.
I was
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. All right, let's get on here. I got to go to bed. It's going to be a Friday. So my interview with Larry Reid is going to be Friday at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific, and I'll keep talking about it. And we're going to start promoting it, but you can't miss it. I hope everybody watches it and that everybody's not closed their mind and just automatically convicting this
And
guy.
look, and I say this, Sherelle, if you don't watch this video in life, people got to get up and go. If you don't watch this video, you ain't fucking trying. I'm telling you,
Let's
this
go
shit
for
is
Perry
hot.
and Roy get it.
It's hot.
Oh, I gotta go, but I hope you guys watch it. I'll be talking about it tomorrow. Let's say bye, y'all. Bye, Roy.
Bye,
Perry.
sweetheart. Bye, my
Later,
brother.
Roy.
I'll see y'all Friday.
Okay, you got it.
Bye,
We'll
y'all.
find something to argue about tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be arguing tomorrow. All
I'll
right,
call
y'all.
you
We'll
in
talk to
Twitter.
y'all tomorrow.
I call you
Bye,
in Twitter.
guys.
Okay.
All right.